Hey, what's going on guys? Gautam and Ramesh here, your online coach for teams to go fit. And today we are going to be talking about a very important topic and a short topic which is focused towards beginners and intermediates. So take your pens, take your pencils, take your notebooks and take this down because this is something that's scientifically proven, and this concept goes around in the wrong way for a lot of people. So we all know or we all have been brought up with the concept that the more we work, the more benefit we get. So what we do, we try to apply the same concept at the gym and try to get more gains. So if you still don't understand what I'm saying, we are going to be talking about, is it good to work out a lot, or do you have to keep your workout under check? Like, is too much of workout good for you, or is too little of workout good for you, or should we keep it at a moderate level? So that is the topic that we are going to talk. And most of the people who join the gym, they start to see gains when they start gymming because it's new to you and your body is trying to adapt to it, so you kind of build muscle faster in the beginner phase. But as you move on, you try to do more and more and you try to get bigger and bigger, and that's how the goal is, right? So what you do, you try to do all these workouts that you see online which have a lot of volume. So you'll be doing at least 30 to 35 sets per day. I used to do that too. So I used to do all of these high volume workouts and eat a lot and try to get a lot of results. But we are going to be taking up some research today, some research studies, and see if this is the right way to progress. So we are going to be taking a research out of this magazine called as Mass. I'm linking the magazine down in the description box, and we are going to analyze, is working out, is high volume proven to give more benefits, or moderate volume is better. So here what they did, the study was all about taking two groups of people, and one group of people were put under something called as German volume training, GVT. So basically there are two groups. One group did GVT and the other group did like a moderate volume workout. So GVT is nothing but doing 10 sets of 10 reps of a particular exercise. So they are put on a GVT, so which means they did 10 sets of 10 reps, and the other group did like 5 sets of 10 reps. So I'm going to display the workout routine on the screen right now. Take a look at it. So this was the workout routine that they followed, and this study was not done for a long period of time. So whatever they did use is based on the effects that they saw in that short period of time. So this is just a study and we cannot take it too further because nobody knows what happens when you do it for a longer period of time. But the results came out and this is what it said. So people who did the GVT, which was 10 sets of workout, they did not experience, muscle growth was pretty much the same on both the sides. So they, both the groups pretty much gained the same amount of muscle mass. So the people who did 10 sets of 10 reps and the people who did 5 sets of 10 reps both gained the same muscle mass. But the strength increase was a bit higher on people who did 5 sets of 10 reps. So I'm just going to come to a quick conclusion here, and that is nothing but saying that if both of the studies are pretty much the same, why would you want to put yourself under tremendous amount of stress and do 10 sets of 10 reps each? So this brings me to a concept which is called as training volume. So this is the fundamental concept on building muscle. You build muscle through volume, right? So when you increase your volume slowly, the more muscle you build. For example, you have X amount of muscle mass and you try to build some more muscle. So what you do, you have a training volume right here. So for this muscle mass, you have like a training volume right here. So if you want to grow, you increase your training volume. So that's how we progress, right? So we slowly increase the training volume. But what a lot of people do is they have X amount of muscle mass and they do a training volume which is somewhere here, which is not necessary. So even though it will give you results, this is not the most optimal way to go about it, because you will not be able to recover healthily. You cannot take up that amount of stress. So there's no point in overstressing your body or overtraining. This is what we call as overtraining, and that is not the best way to go about it. So why perform more when you can get the same results by performing less? So, and also guys, another point here is when you overtrain, it puts a lot of stress on your central nervous system, and your joints and stuff like that. So like almost all lifters experience injuries. So this injury is pretty much normal, because when you put a lot of stress on your body, it's obvious that you're going to get injured at some point of time. So it's up to you to delay when you get injured. So when you use volume that is not necessary, when you use tremendous amount of volume, the time when you're going to get injured becomes faster. So you're going to get injured soon. So why do that when you can get the same results with lesser amount of volume? So this is point number one. There's no point in overtraining, and there's no point in doing high amounts of volume where it is not necessary. So this is a concept that a lot of people should understand, mainly intermediate lifters, because they would have seen all these workouts online which might look good, but it is not the best to do for you. So training volume matters, and second thing is the training frequency. So rather than hitting one muscle group per day, you have to increase the frequency at which you hit. For example, doing 10 sets of biceps on one day, you can pretty much split up the volume and make it more frequent. Do two sets of biceps every day. You know what I'm saying? So some people have a separate day for arms and separate day for biceps, and they do around 20 to 30 sets of biceps alone, which is not necessary. And this way you cannot apply more load on the muscle, but rather if you split this volume, say if you do 6 sets of biceps for 5 days, so the training frequency increases, and this way you're able to maintain the same volume with more frequency, right? So this study has also proven to build more muscle and create more hypertrophy. So that's the second point. Have a volume and try to spread that volume across your training days to make sure that you have more frequency of training. So because frequency also matters and training volume also matters, both matter to produce hypertrophy, which is nothing but muscle growth. So I really hope that you guys got the point of this video. The point of this video is nothing but, instead of applying a lot of volume on one particular muscle group on one day, it is better that you spread that volume and increase frequencies. For example, that is why we do workouts like push-pull legs, where you hit each muscle group at least twice per week. So a good way to start about this is doing push-pull legs. Some people do upper body lower body splits, where you kind of hit the muscle group at least thrice per week. So this way you keep the load and increase frequency. And also the second thing is, when you do 3 sets of a muscle group on a day, you can lift more weights than doing 10 sets of that muscle group per day. You get what I'm saying? So this way also you include the load that you apply on the muscle, and this way it betters your muscle building capacity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize all these points and put it at the end of the video, because I recommend you guys to watch this video 2 or 3 times to understand what it is, because there are a lot of information stuffed inside and it might confuse you. So watch this video a lot of times and then get each of the points, and I'm also going to summarize all the key points and put it at the end of the video, so that you can read, you can take a note, and you can just apply that directly into your training program and make a training program for yourself. So we here at Team Superfit, you can go to www.teamsuperfit.in. So all the training programs that we have made are based on this concept, and it is to make sure that you don't overtrain. So why don't you go to teamsuperfit.in right here, update your data, put your weight, put your training years and things like that, your goals, and we will give you guys a training program for free, which you can go and follow and make maximum gains. So thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you share this video, take down the key points, and head to teamsuperfit.in and get your free workout plan.